Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. We love our cats, but sometimes their behavior can be a total mystery. Like, do they even know we're like their parents?
Yeah, it's a question that's been around forever, right?
Totally. So today, we're going to try to get to the bottom of it.
I love it.
We're diving into an article by Dr. Leanne Mellon.
No, she's great.
She's a vet who specializes in cat behavior. And she's got 10 signs that might mean your kitty sees you as a parent figure.
Okay, before we get into the signs, though, I think it's important to remember that cats, they're not like us, right?
Right.
They evolved as solitary hunters. So, like, their whole idea of family and stuff, it's probably pretty different from ours.
That's a good point. So you're saying they might not think of us as mom or dad in the same way people do?
Yeah, exactly. But they do form, like, really strong bonds with the people they rely on, for food, for comfort, for all that stuff.
Okay, so it's more about like a sense of dependence and trust.
Exactly. They're building their own little social group, and we're in it.
Okay, I get it. So let's get to those 10 signs. What's the first one Dr. Mellon talks about?
So she starts with something I'm sure we've all seen. Kneading.
Oh, the making biscuits thing.
Yes. It's super cute, but it actually goes way back to their kitten days.
Really? I always thought it was just because it felt good.
Well, it does feel good, but, kittens knead on their mom's belly to, like, stimulate milk flow.
Oh, wow. So even though they're not getting milk from us, it's still that same instinct, like a comfort thing.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, it releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals. And get this, they also have scent glands in their paws, so they're kind of marking you as theirs while they do it.
No way. So it's like they're saying, you're my comfy human.
Pretty much. Definitely a sign they feel safe and secure with you.
Okay. Kneading. Check. What's next on the list?
Purring.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows cats purr when they're happy.
True, but it's more complicated than that. Yeah, sometimes they purr when they're stressed or even in pain. It's like a self-soothing thing.
That's interesting. So how do we know if it's like a happy purr directed at us?
Think about the context.
Mhm.
Are they snuggled up next to you, rubbing on you, making eye contact?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. They're choosing to be vulnerable around us.
Exactly. It goes back to them building that social bond, like we talked about.
Right, right. So purring, also a possible sign of parental vibes. What else?
This one might surprise you.
Meowing.
Wait, but don't all cats meow?
They do, but get this. Adult cats almost never meow at each other. They mostly do it to communicate with us.
You're kidding. So they've learned to meow because they know we react to it.
Exactly. They've figured out what works to get our attention, get fed, all that stuff.
Wow, sneaky little geniuses.
I know, right? And you probably respond to those different meow, like you know what each one means. So in a way, even though it's kind of manipulative, it's actually building your bond.
Huh. That's true. Like my cat has a specific meow for I'm starving. And you know exactly what she wants. See? Communication.
Okay, meowing, check. What else is there?
All right, let's talk about tail talk. Cats use their tails to tell us a lot.
Like they're waving a little furry flag.
Haha. Yeah, kinda. Like if their tail is up high with a little curve at the end, that's a happy greeting, usually for people they like.
Oh, my cat does that when I come home from work.
There you go. And if you see their tail, like actually vibrating, pure excitement. They're really happy to see you.
Oh, it's like their version of a dog wagging its tail.
Yeah, but much more subtle and elegant, of course.
Of course. All right, tail talk. Check. What's next?
Head bunting. You know when they rub their head on you?
Oh, yeah, I love that. It's like a little head massage.
It is nice, but they're actually scent marking you. They have glands on their heads.
Wait, scent marking.
Yep, they're transferring their scent, basically saying, you're part of my territory now.
So it's like they're claiming us.
Exactly. They're creating a shared scent, which for them means closeness and belonging.
Wow, so it's not just a cute head rub, it's a whole statement.
Exactly.
It's
That's super interesting how they think, right?
This is so cool. I'm seeing my cat in a whole new light.
That's what we love to hear.
Okay, so head bunting, check. What else is on the list? So we've got kneading, we've got purring, meowing, tail talk, head bunting, all these fascinating things our cats do. What else you got for us?
Okay, this one might not be as pleasant, but it kind of goes along with head bunting. It's licking.
Licking, like when they groom themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They groom each other as a way of, like, showing affection. And sometimes they extend that to us.
Oh, yeah. My cat likes to lick my hair sometimes. It's a little rough, like sandpaper.
I know, right? But for them, it's like a huge compliment. They're saying, you're one of us. Let me clean you up.
So it's another form of scent marking, kind of like the head bunting.
Exactly. They're mixing their scent with yours, making that connection even stronger.
Huh. So even though it's kind of weird, it's actually a sweet thing.
Totally. Okay, ready for number 7?
Hit me.
It's the slow blink.
The slow blink. I'm not sure I've noticed that. What is it exactly?
It's when they make eye contact with you, and then they slowly close their eyes and open them again. Kind of like a cat wink, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I have seen my cat do that. Usually when she's all curled up and comfy next to me.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing. In the cat world, staring directly into someone's eyes can be like a challenge, a
Yeah.
threat.
Right. Okay.
So when they slow blink at you, they're choosing to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
They're showing they trust you and don't see you as a threat.
Wow, that's so sweet. It's like they're saying, I feel totally safe with you.
Yeah, exactly. And get this, you can actually slow blink back at them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
A lot of cat behavior experts say it helps build trust. You're communicating with them in their own language.
I'm definitely going to try that. All right, slow blinking, check. What's next?
This one might seem obvious, but it's coming to you for food.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're the ones filling up their balls, right?
True, but it's more than just that. It shows how much they rely on you, as their provider.
So it's like they're acknowledging that we're the ones taking care of them.
Exactly. Think about it. In the wild, they have to hunt for their own food. But with us, they give up that control.
Huh, you're right. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, it's a pretty big sign of trust.
Okay, coming to us for food. Check. What else?
All right, this one is a bit controversial. Bringing you gifts.
Oh, you mean like a dead mouse on the doorstep?
Yep, exactly.
Not my favorite gift, to be honest.
I get it. It's not for everyone. But you got to remember, cats are hunters at heart.
Yeah.
Right? So bringing you their prey, even if it's not in the best shape anymore, it's their way of sharing.
So they're not trying to gross us out. They're actually trying to be nice.
Exactly. In their minds, they're bringing you something valuable. Like, look what I caught for you. I'm a good hunter.
Okay, I guess I can see it from their perspective. It's the thought that counts, right?
Right. It's their way of contributing to the family unit, making sure everyone is well fed, even if we don't see it that way.
Okay, gifts. Check. I'm a little scared for the last one now.
Don't worry. This was pretty straightforward. It's sleeping near you.
Oh, so like my cat loves to sleep on my bed. Does that count?
Absolutely. Think about it. When they're sleeping, they're at their most vulnerable.
Yeah.
So if they choose to sleep near you, it means they feel safe and protected.
Oh, that's sweet. It's like they're saying, I trust you to watch over me while I snooze.
Exactly. It's a sign of a deep bond and that sense of security you provide.
Wow, I never realized how much meaning there was behind all these little things. So, after going through all 10 of these signs, do you think it's safe to say our cats see us as parents, even if it's, not in the exact same way humans do?
Hmm. It's tough to say for sure. It's probably more complicated than just a yes or no. But I definitely think they form like really strong attachments to us.
So, it's more about them building their own unique kind of relationship with us based on trust and maybe even love.
I think that's a great way to put it. They might not call us mom or dad, but they definitely show us they care in their own special way.
I love that. This has been so insightful. It makes me appreciate my cat even more.
Me too. And that's what's so great about these deep dives. We get to learn so much and see things from a whole new perspective.
Totally. So, is there anything else, like any other cool cat behavior facts you want to share before we wrap up? I'm feeling kind of fascinated by all this now.
Oh, absolutely. We've only just scratched the surface here. For example, did you know that cats are incredibly adaptable?
Yeah, I mean, they seem to do fine whether they're in a tiny apartment or like a huge farmhouse.
Exactly. And the key to that is their ability to create their own sense of security no matter where they are.
So, even if their environment is kind of crazy, they can still find a way to feel comfortable.
Yep. They do it through things like scent marking, rubbing on things, and also by exploring vertically, climbing, perching, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's why my cat loves to climb on everything.
Exactly. It's in their nature.
Yeah.
And the other thing is having predictable routines, like meal times, playtime, even cuddle time.
So, like a schedule helps them feel more in control.
Yep. Less stress, less anxiety. And it's something we can easily do to strengthen our bond with them.
That's awesome. I'm learning so much about how to make my cat happy. This is great.
I'm glad to hear it. Remember, it's all about understanding what they need and giving them the space to be themselves.
Okay, so adaptability, security, routines. What else? What else can we learn about these amazing creatures? It's amazing how much we can learn about our cats just by taking the time to really observe them.
It really is. And, we've talked a lot about how they show us affection, but what about the other way around? What do we do that they might interpret as a sign of love?
Ooh, that's a good question. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah. Like, remember the slow blinking we were talking
Oh,
about?
yeah, right.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
When we slow blink back at them, it's like we're speaking their language. We're saying, hey, I see you. I trust you. I feel safe with you, too.
Yeah, it's like a little secret signal just for them.
Exactly. And it's interesting because we do something similar with humans, too, right? Like a soft gaze, a gentle blink, it shows connection and affection.
Huh. You're right. It's like a universal language of love. Okay, so slow blinking at them, that's one. What else?
Well, have you ever noticed how they love to, like, rub against our legs? Almost
Hmm.
like they're trying to trip us.
Oh my gosh, yes, all the time. Especially when I'm in the kitchen, my cat weaves between my legs like it's some kind of obstacle
I
course.
know, right? It's hilarious. But they're actually scent marking us.
Oh, right, with those glands on their cheeks.
Exactly. They're basically saying, you're mine, you're part of my group. And they're spreading their scent on us so everyone knows.
That's so funny to think about. Like they're tagging us with their own personal perfume.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, in a multi-cat household, that shared scent helps them figure out who belongs and who doesn't.
Huh. It all makes so much sense now. Okay, so we've got slow blinking, we've got leg rubbing. What else do we do that they might see as a sign of love?
Well, what about all the head scratches and chin rubs we give them?
Oh, yeah, of course. Who can resist a good head scratch?
I know, right? But for them, it goes beyond just feeling good. Remember how we were talking about head bunting?
Yeah, when they rub their heads on us.
Right. So when we scratch their heads, it's like we're returning the favor, we're acknowledging their way of showing affection, and in a way, we're strengthening that bond.
Oh, that's so sweet. So it's like a two-way street of love and head rubs. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that even though their ways of expressing affection might be different from ours, it doesn't make it any less meaningful.
Totally. I feel like I understand my cat so much better now.
That's awesome. And that understanding is so important because it helps us build stronger, healthier relationships with our cats.
Absolutely. Well, this has been such a fascinating deep dive. I feel like I've learned so much about cat behavior and, more importantly, how to be a better cat parent.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's been a pleasure chatting with you about all things cats.
Likewise. And to all our listeners out there, keep those purrs coming.